and I'm back at you with another live chat. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me chit chat video. Disclaimer, I do not know how to do makeup. I'm not good at makeup. As you guys can see, this is just like a basic beat, and don't drag me if it's not perfect, and don't drag me in this video if I do anything off. Before we move forward, please subscribe below. I'm going to try to be more active on this channel and share with you guys my journey through, you know, my life, and as well as some lock stuff, lifestyle, fitness related stuff, and just some real trill talk with y'all. So today's live chat, I'm going to be sharing my journey of being a functionally depressed person. Some time ago I was actually depressed, and then I kind of came up out of that state, or at least so I fooled myself and I thought I did, but the reality of the situation was I was still depressed. I was just functional. So in this chit chat video, I'm going to share with you guys some symptoms of how I realized that I was actually still depressed. I was just functional, and that was just my way of fooling myself into believing that I was okay, when in all reality I was still depressed. So of course, share your thoughts below if you have experienced this, if some of this is speaking with you and you're taking note of the fact that you may be going through the same thing. Let's be a support system for one another down in the comments below. Also, it's very important for us to seek help if we are going through anything where we feel like we cannot handle it on our own. That's what therapists are for. That's what friends and family are for. But sometimes we cannot lean on our friends and family to, you know, really be that unbiased person that we need to share and be real and be raw and transparent with about the things that we're going through in life. That's why it's important for us to sometimes seek out those professionals that are in the mental health field. So let me know if you enjoy videos like this. I'll do more, or if you have any suggestions for some other stuff that you guys would like to see more of on this channel, please let me know, and just be a light in the midst of the darkness. So thank you guys again for tuning in. I hope you guys like this video. Now let's tune in. And it took actually a lot for me to realize that. As y'all probably seen in one of my videos before, I suck at makeup. I did upgrade some of my products. So if you guys haven't seen the video before where I would say what's in my makeup bag, because I don't know anything about makeup and I still had some old, see, I don't even know the name of it, some foundation that I was still using. It was so sad. It was so embarrassing. Please share, don't just talk shit. So I'm going to start with my eyebrows, which I have my days. Some days I'm really good at doing my eyebrows, other days not good at all. It just depends. I think it depends on how I'm feeling. Honestly, just depends. A lot of times when we talk about depression, we acknowledge how, you know, when you know somebody is depressed because maybe they're sleeping a lot, they're, you know, not really taking care of themselves hygiene wise or self-care or anything like that. Or it could just be they're not really eating, they're experiencing a whole lot of anxiety, they don't want to go to work, they don't really have a desire to do anything. They're always stressing, you know, stuff like that, which I have a bad habit of stressing, which is one of the reasons why it's like no matter what I use, I'm still experiencing acne, and it's so crazy. It's beyond me. But I'm pretty sure it's because of the stress. I be stressing myself the fuck out. I know I do. Like, for no reason at all. It makes absolutely no sense how much I stress myself out. Start with my eyebrows just because I saw that's what the YouTubers be doing. They usually start with their eyebrows. I like very natural looks, and I think I kind of resort to doing natural looks because I suck at makeup. So if I make it look a little bit more natural, even if it is shitty, you know, it's natural. So it's not like I try to do my makeup. It's just like, oh, you know, just basic look. So usually I just like fill my eyebrows. I don't be trying to do no shape, nothing crazy. Just because sometimes I fuck the shape up. Sometimes I do really good with shapes, but like I say, it just depends on how I'm feeling today. I'm not going to do that because I'm actually running out of the Anastasia pencil that I use. This is the Brow Definer. I actually really love this one because it has a little slant. It makes it so easy for me to do my eyebrows. But I'm running out of it, so today I'm just going to opt out, you know, brows and just fill it a little bit, make it a little bit more darker, because my tail is like pretty much non-existent. Do a little fill. So usually that's how we know when somebody's like depressed or whatever, because of those different signs. But see, I went through that phase. You know, I went through that phase when I first moved to, I don't know if you guys saw my video about life update whenever I moved to Dallas. And my first little time here was really great, but after like a month or two, I fell into a really deep depression. It was crazy. I fell into a really deep depression, and then towards the end of the year when my friend moved here, I actually, you know, failed myself coming up out of that depression. Don't talk shit about my eyebrows, because I know right now they're looking a little raunchy. So I didn't really think that, you know, I was depressed anymore, because of the fact that I started being functional, you know. I started doing things that I wasn't able to really do before, because when I was actually depressed and knowingly depressed, I was sleeping a lot, which naturally I'm just a very sleepy girl anyways. I sleep all the time. I love sleep. I admire sleep. I desire sleep. I love sleep. Like, I want to go to sleep right now. This is another like trash ass like couple dollar elf pencil I bought a while back, and since that is pretty much a no-go, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this real quick just to, you know, help fill it in a little more, because it was not working. It was not doing the job that I needed it to do. So yeah, and there's that. Since she was here, I started working, you know, doing all that stuff, and I just thought everything was like copacetic. And you know, I was very functional. I was working. I was going to the gym again, you know, because I love gym. I love the gym. I'm also a personal trainer. So, you know, I just found myself getting back to me. The thing is, even though I felt like I was getting back to me because of the fact that I got back to work, and, you know, I started getting up in the morning, not sleeping till like fucking 12, 1, 2 o'clock. Like, I could not wake up for shit in the world. Or I would just be in bed and just be in bed all freaking day. It was pretty sad. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and put on, actually I'm gonna do that last. See, I don't even be knowing what to do. So I started using this Born This Way foundation, and I love this foundation. I'm pretty sure that I'm just gonna use this one all the time. What I like about this one is it has like, they told me that I think it has like coconut oil or something. Well, it has something in that's like really good on the skin, because my skin is already very sensitive because of the acne and stuff. I usually try my best not to, you know, put on too much foundation or nothing really heavy. And of course, you got your blender. And this is a little blend I made. It's a secret. I can't tell you guys what's in here. I'm just playing. But a friend of mine told me about it, and I added my own little spin on it, because you know you just gotta do your own little thing. This is how I started realizing that I was a functional but still depressed. Look at this acne, y'all. It's put too much on it, because I feel like it's gonna like fuck up my skin, which I already washed my face and put on like a what is it called, like a primer. 2% my skin from the makeup. Here's the thing, a lot of times we think we're out of depression because we're working and we're doing all of these different things that we used to couldn't do before. But here's the thing, just because you were productive, because you're not really being productive, but just because you're busy, you're keeping busy, does not mean that you're not depressed. Just because you find yourself functional does not mean that you're fulfilled. And think about being depressed. When you're depressed, you don't really find satisfaction out of anything that you're doing. Like, even though I found myself to be more functional and I was able to like do stuff and get more work done, I still was being like a perfectionist and was not satisfied with nothing I was doing. Even though we know, like, but perfection is not real. Like, nothing in life is perfect. And it's like, once you grasp onto that, then you just try to do your very best in everything that you're doing. Try to give your all and get as close to being fulfilled or satisfied as possible. And you know, that just was not the case for me. I still, no matter what, like, was still just being, you know, being a little like negative Nancy, like about every fucking thing, like complaining, like nothing was going right, you know, or whatever the case may be. Even though I still found myself keeping busy, working, going to the gym, doing all these different things. It's like that wasn't enough, and I didn't realize that that wasn't enough to kick the depression. It was just enough to keep me in denial of the fact that I still was fucking depressed. Like lack of showing gratuity for things that you already have in life. Excuse me. One of the things that I've started practicing more of and during my hiatus is being grateful, showing gratuity, being thankful for the things that you do have, because the thing is, you will not be blessed. The universe will not bless you with more of or abundance if you cannot be grateful for what you have now. So, you know, I just found myself, I started, you know, being thankful for life today, thankful for this house that, you know, this apartment, this shelter that I have over my head, thankful for the food that I'm able to feed and nourish my body, thankful for the income that I do have coming in so that I can provide for myself and my needs, my desires, my wants, and all of those different things. Thankful for, you know, just the little things in life and the major things. Thankful for electricity. Thankful for this camera that's allowing me to, you know, be transparent and, you know, do this video and share with you guys my journey in hopes of inspiring you to, you know, be transparent and live out your truths as well. You know, just be grateful overall. And that's the thing. I was not grateful for anything. You know, even though I would tell myself sometimes that, oh, I'm grateful for this and that, just because I know that's what I should be doing, just saying what I'm grateful for, but I didn't feel it in my soul, you know. So that's how I knew that, you know, it was just a facade that I was putting on, just to convince myself that I was in a good space, when overall I wasn't. So another thing is, you know, overexertion, because you're in denial of being depressed. And the thing is, a lot of times subconsciously, you know, you're still depressed, but because consciously you're not aware of it, you will, you know, do certain things that will keep you busy and in denial of the fact that you are depressed. So like for me, I was like overexerting myself. I was you know, working a lot, doing my business and stuff, you know, really overexerting myself in every area of everything. I started going back to work, which I've been out of the workforce for a little over a year now. I got out of the Navy in October of 2017 is when I first left, even though I wasn't technically out yet. I just went on like leave or whatever, and then I just off and on would go back to work just because I had a problem with consistency. So I just every now and then, I had a problem with, you know, like I would take risks, but every time that risk started, you know, showing its true colors and showing what really comes with risk, I would get a little scared and I would go back to my comfort zone, which was like work, even though I can't stand working for the white man. Yeah, so I started overexerting myself. I was doing everything for her image. Like even though I have people on my team, in her image, I found myself doing everybody else's job. I found myself doing more than I should have been given, and I found myself not really being able to delegate and just say, you know what, I'll do it. And that's because, you know, we're in this whole phase of where everybody is just booked and busy. But the thing is, busy isn't always good. And in my case, busy was just a way for me to, you know, steer clear of reality. And that reality was the fact that I was depressed. You overexert yourself, you're not really in a state of being present. And as women, a really big thing for us when it comes to, you know, asserting our feminine energy is our ability to be present and let our intuition do the work. The thing is, when you overexert yourself so much to the fact that you're never present, then the moments that you are present, you find that you become self-aware and you realize that you start going through those emotions and that anxiety and that worry that reminds you that you are depressed. So once that kicks into gear, you find a way to like get out of that zone. Like, I was like, oh fuck no. Like, when I would just be still, you know, not doing anything, and I realized that, like, I started having those emotions, and I was like, oh fuck this, oh hell no, what can I do? Like, let me go to the gym, let me, you know, write a blog post, let me go make some fragrances for her scent, let me, you know, go do this, go do some homework, whatever the case may be. Which, in this stage of being a functional depressant, I didn't really want to do the things that I should have been doing, like homework and schoolwork or going to work. I didn't want to do none of that shit. Another thing is, like, just having anxiety, and which I naturally have anxiety anyways. Y'all, I've been over here blending for years, and that's just because I'm on this camera and I want to try to fucking drag me and let me know, like, girl, I see the blotches. Okay, just, I naturally have anxiety anyways. So, you know, you're functional and you're depressed, you experience anxiety to the 10th power, because of the fact that everything you're doing and it seems like nothing's working. So you're just so worried about the future, you're worried about if the stuff that you're doing now is, you know, actually going to help you to get to where you want to go. But the thing is, just because you're so busy and you're on go, you hustling, you getting it, does not mean that everything that you're doing is supporting where you want to go. Which is why it is important for us to be present at times, to give ourselves that time to just be in the moment, just so that we can take inventory of the things around us and how things are making us feel, and to just feel. Because when you're overexerting yourself, even though you're depressed, you don't really feel, you know what I'm saying? And it's important for us to feel what we are feeling and be in that moment of feeling, so that we can push past it. Okay, because the only way for you to really, like, get out of that state that you're in is to be aware of it and realize the things that you can do to change that. Overdoing those coping mechanisms. So for me, next thing I'm gonna do is I use this Prep Prime from MAC. I absolutely love this. This is the highlighter, dark deep. I love to use this as a concealer. I feel like it's my color. Don't tell me it's not, because I've been using this shit for years and I love it. So I don't care what you say. You can give me tips on anything else, but I'm not going to stop using this. I love this thing, which I don't even know why I'm using it right now, because I'm not even supposed to be doing, like, all this stuff. But I'll just put it right here up under my eyes. Overdoing coping mechanisms. So, you know, whenever you, like, go through therapy or whatever the case may be, you know, like self-care, you going through this, like, development, you find different things that help you cope with the things that you're going through in life. So for me, my coping mechanisms are like TV, gym. I love the gym. I live gym is life. And drinking wine. I'm not a big alcohol drinker, but I love, your girl loves some wine. Give me some Stella Rosa, black, red. And I am, listen, I'm a happy girl, okay? Happy. So if you're watching this and you know me and you love me, give me some Stella Rosa Black. It's been a minute since your girl had a drink, okay? Sometimes I can't multitask, like, and do this stuff. Since I already don't know how to make up, I'm trying to, like, make sure I'm focused on what it is I'm doing. I need to fix this tail. And y'all ain't even tell me. Y'all ain't shit. So I see what kind of, little friends y'all are. Not good ones. So there we go. The thing about this camera, I know it's showing every fucking thing, but I don't even care, because I just felt like talking to y'all. So another thing that I noticed is, so my partner came into town for my birthday, and he was like, after he left, you know, because he didn't really want to ruin my birthday. After he left, he told me that, like, I seemed a little off, like my energy was a little off. And, you know, I got a little offended. I'm like, what you mean my energy off? Shit, like, you know, one of the things I'm known for when you get to know me is, you know, I have good energy. You know what I'm saying? My energy is contagious. And, you know, that's one of the things that, you know, he loves about me is, you know, just the energy. And my energy was off apparently. And the thing is, when you're functional but you're depressed, things like that you don't really know, or you don't notice about yourself, because you don't feel like you're depressed and you feel like you're in a perfect state of like yourself. So you don't really realize that you're a little off. And the thing is, some of the stuff that I was doing when he was here, like I was just laughing a whole lot. And this stuff might seem weird to y'all, like, okay, what's wrong with that? But I was like laughing about any and everything. I was being, sarcastic. I found myself just being awkward, not really being myself. And the whole laughing thing was really the part that really got me, because I'm like, I was laughing about dumb shit, like stuff that wasn't even funny. But what I was doing is since I was in a good space, because my partner was here and it was my birthday, I was trying to force myself to be happy and be overjoyed and just be fulfilled, that it started coming out in other ways that came off a little awkward and off, instead of me just being myself. And that's what was happening. So girl, I was like, oh my gosh. But that's the thing, when people tell you stuff, when people come to you and ask you like, are you okay, or hey, and you think that you're perfectly fine, that's a sign that something is off, because these are the people that know you. These are the people that know you damn near better than you know yourself, especially being that you are a functional person. So keeping that in mind, I was just like, at first I was a little upset, because I'm like, what you mean I was off? And I'm kind of a crybaby, y'all, so I was just like, what? And then after a while, once I went into this hiatus and I started taking note of all this stuff, I was like, damn, that's when I really knew, like, okay, something's wrong. So I asked a friend of mine who's in the mental health profession. I asked two of them, and they were like, you're probably a functional person. They was like, a lot of like celebrities and famous people go through that, and the reason why it is because they'll be depressed, but they still have work to do, so you're functional, you're able to like still create, that's why a lot of like artists and creators and stuff put out some of their best work, because it comes from a space of what they're going through and their truths. So being that that's why it was important for me to go on this hiatus and give myself that time to be aware of the stuff that I was going through, and not just throw it off because I got work to do or I'm busy. And that's the thing, a lot of people, especially like entrepreneurs and people that are like going through came out of a depression, or at least thought they came out of a depression, is they'll resort to like work and all this stuff just so that they don't have to be aware of the fact that something is wrong. Like, you're not okay, and it's okay to not feel okay, but they'll use the excuse of, oh, I got work to do, business, all this stuff, when it's like, no, we always tell each other like, take care of you, put you first. But how often do we actually do that, especially as black women? Like I told y'all before, as black women, we have this syndrome where we just want to take care of everybody else instead of ourselves. Y'all, I'm not good at putting mascara on my bottom lids, but somebody told me that I should start doing that because it like really like brightens my eyes. So I should have got an ear cotton swab so I can get that. But anywho, I'm not really a big fan of like eyeshadow unless somebody else is putting it on for me, because I like suck at it. So anyways, and I'm not really good at lashes, so I just, which a lot of makeup artists tell me like, oh, you have really pretty curly, cute eyelashes, you should just get a really good mascara and you don't need lashes. But sometimes I like lashes because lashes just do something for that face. But I can't put them on, so I just resort to using two different mascaras, which this one comes from Melaleuca Black Noir. This is a really good eyeshadow. I'm talking about eyeshadow. See, I don't know nothing about this makeup stuff. This is a really good mascara, And I'm sure y'all know this one, that Better Than Sex, girl. But this one's kind of running out. So that's why I use both. So I can really get, you know, I got to get my money's worth. Anywho, be good to go there. And of course, and I'm going to put a little bake powder while I talk to y'all for a second. So I can look like a little goofball. Especially since it's so hot outside. Like, one thing I know is that you gotta do this, because honey, I get oily, especially my T-zone, so I have to like put this stuff on. I usually just put a little bit, because I be seeing the YouTubers put a whole lot, but I didn't even put a lot of makeup on, so I shouldn't even need all that. I shouldn't. Just because you are functional does not mean that you are fulfilled and living out your life's purpose. And here's the thing about life. I know I'm probably using the wrong brush, but listen, it's to use what you got to get what you want. This is what I got, and blending it out is what I want. I feel like I'm starting to look like a dead lady. So my current life purpose that I've gotten to the point of being in this hiatus is that I ultimately want to be happy. Like, I want to be happy. I want to be fulfilled. I want to find joy. I want to, you know, even though I want to, like, you know, break generational curses and all those different things, that can be very stressful. So ultimately, even though I still want to accomplish all those things in my family and my generation, I just want to be happy. I want to wake up in the morning. I want to be able to wake up in the morning and look forward to waking up in the morning. Not feel like, you know, I don't feel like getting out of bed because I can't find no joy in life. No, that's not how I want to live my life. The magic spray. Whew. Do I look pretty? You know you gotta put on that lip gloss. Maybe I should pay attention to what I'm doing. This is Ulta Beauty lip pumping shine. You know, even though, you know, I got the melanin, black girl magic. I already got plump lips, so this just give your girl a little shine. I just want to be fucking happy. If you're not happy, I know the top of my forehead probably look crazy. If you're not happy, then what's the point of life? And I feel like that's when, you know, people start having those thoughts of like suicide and just ending their lives and like not feeling like their lives are precious enough to live out and feeling like they have no purpose in life. And so that's why I want to make sure that I don't get into that state again, because even though I've never had suicidal thoughts, because I could never kill myself, like, and this is to not throw shade or, you know, anything against people that have those thoughts and go through stuff like that or have resorted to that. But what I'm saying is that I've had thoughts of where, like, I felt like, what's the point, you know? Like, what's the point of being here, you know? But not to the point of like, oh, I'm going this some old magic spray, some little concoction that I put together for my locks. But you know, like, what's the point? Like, if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, if I'm not living out my life purpose, you know, the locks gotta stay hydrated, y'all. Keep them hydrated. I think I said I was gonna do a little cute little simple style today, but I honestly think after hydrating my babies, I think I'm just gonna leave it here like this. What y'all think? Cute? Or should I put it up? I usually like having my hair up, but I kind of like this. So I think I'll just go with this. And of course, last but definitely not least, you know, usually when I get out the shower, I put some perfume on, fragrance oil on, but you know, you have to like freshen yourself up after you, like, it's best to put it on when you get out the shower before you like seal your body with like oil and lotion, because it locks the scent in. So This one is a new scent that I'm working on. These are from, I make these from my Her Scent line, and when I tell y'all they smell amazing, you know, you gotta put it in all the little spots. Hello. Behind your ear, you know, just so you can smell good. This one is a new one that I'm working on right now with somebody who I'm actually collaborating with to come up with a new scent. And y'all, I'm usually not one for like this type of scent, but I love this. It smells amazing. So, you know, I'll put the link below so that you guys can check out the other scents. This one is not released yet, but it will be soon. And we actually got something very special coming with this scent. Figure out what makes you happy and lean into that. What makes me happy is, you know, one of the things I realized that really makes me happy is creation. I love to create content. I love to create something, and when the production is complete, to be able to say I did that and look at, you know, what I created. You know, do what feels good, do whatever comes to mind, do what, you know, in that moment, do what is speaking to you. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with that back, but it's not working. Do whatever feels good and do whatever is speaking to you in that moment. Today, I feel like, you know, getting ready on camera, even though I can't fucking do makeup, and talking to y'all about my journey being a functionally depressed person. This is my favorite necklace in the world. It says girl power, because y'all know I'm a womanist. What am I doing today? So today I think I'm gonna go to our terrace and do some work. See, guys, I just like to keep it simple sometimes, because sometimes less is actually more. So thanks for tuning in to my live chat for today, talking about my journey being a functionally depressed person. So if you haven't already, subscribe, click the button below and subscribe. And if you haven't already, if you aren't already, definitely follow me on Instagram. I'm very active. Check out my blog at herimage.org. I'll see you guys in the next video, and as always, peace and light.